This is Biscotti. Say hi, Biscotti. Tell everybody, say hey. Hey. Hold on. This is Biscotti. My painting of Biscotti. This is going to be lemon, streusel, blueberry, muffin, Biscotti. Give me a second and we'll get right into the bake. So good morning, I'm Miss Muffin. If you watched any of my videos, you know one of my favorite things to make are Biscotti. And that's because when I do the Biscotti, I don't consider it a cookie, treat, sweet, or dessert. It is more of a protein bar because as I go through the ingredients, if you'll watch, I am really vamping up the antioxidants and the B vitamins and the collagen and the protein because as a aging individual, we need that little extra boost sometimes to help make it through the day. And my husband loves them. I swear, he swears by. I do not have a medically proven fact, but when he has my Biscottis, his knees don't hurt at all. So, you know, that's a win-win for this household, the Ramirez says. If you've seen any of the videos, you know to do the Biscotti, you need a very large bowl if you're making the amount that I make, because I make enough to share. Oh, that's heavy. That's going to be my wet bowl. Then I'll have another bowl for the dry ingredients, and then I'll have another bowl for the add-in ingredients, and then I'll have a bowl for the Streusel Topping ingredients. And if you're having icing, there will be a fourth bowl for the icing dribble. And we are having a lemon drizzle on these blueberry Biscotti today. So we'll get started first. We'll go through what are going to be our wet ingredients. I've got the protein milk, vanilla flavored, brown sugar, a little lemon extract, blueberry preserves, coconut oil, 2 eggs. That's going to be in the wet bowl. It looks like that's less ingredients than the other ingredients, but everything has to go into the bowl that that's in to make the Biscotti, to make the dough. And then it's a twice baked dough, which you've seen my videos, or if you haven't, we'll get to that in a few minutes. So the dry ingredients, I've got lemon pudding. I have blueberry pancake or muffin mix, baking powder, salt, nutritional yeast, flaxseed, hemp seed. I'm excited to try this. I have the freeze-dried blueberry powdered extract, and we've got protein powder and collagen powder. That's going to be the dry ingredients. We'll put all those into a separate bowl, mix those well before we start adding that into the wet ingredients that we have already mixed together in their bowl. We have our add-ins. It's not white chocolate, it's white cream chips. There's no chocolate in it. I have assorted roasted nuts. I have slivered almonds. And I'm excited to use these too. These are the whole dried blueberries. Okay? That's going to be our add-in. Then, as usual, our topping is the coarse sugar and the coarse salt. But because it's going to be streusel, we're going to add a little bit of flour to that this time. That goes on after you've already made the loaves, made the dough. We're going to put that on before they bake. After they're baked and they've been sliced and then been baked a second time and they've cooled from that, then we'll put the drizzle on, which is just simply powdered sugar, a little bit of margarine, and some lemon extract. So there you have it. If you'll pick back up in just a few minutes with you, go ahead and get yourself a cup of coffee. Now, don't be overwhelmed. I know everybody loves these cooking videos when they say, oh, I've got some cottage cheese here and some Hershey's cocoa. I'm making 1 ingredient fudge. First off, that's already 2 ingredients that you listed there. And secondly, you don't show us baking it or do it. Well, I don't, you know, I call those prank videos because there's no way. There's no sugar in that. There's no way that's going to be edible. But however, I know it's a lot of stuff here. But it's a lot of healthy ingredients when you break it down. And I'll show you in the recipe all of the B vitamins for the energy, all of the collagen for your aching joints, the protein powder, which is going to give you the power for your muscles, to give you the strength to get through whatever you need to tackle that day. And all of the B vitamins that I already mentioned, that's for your nerves. We all have anxiety these days, so it's great for that as well. And of course, there's fiber for your regularity. Pick back up in just a few minutes. Okay, let's check back in on a lemon streusel blueberry muffin biscotti. My oven is preheated to 330 degrees. I have my heavy bottom pan baking sheets. They are lined with parchment paper. I've got my sharp knife, my cutting board out, and I've separated all my ingredients into the appropriate bowls so I can move forward with making the dough. Let's show you what we've got here. I haven't done the drizzle yet because that's the last thing that I need, so I'll do that later when things are baking. We have a little topping now. If you'll notice, it's a little bit moist because to make it be more of a streusel instead of just the original little sugar salt topping that goes on there, I have 1 teaspoon of coconut oil added to the sugar and the salt and the flour. These are my add-ins. These are the blueberries, the mixed nuts, the white cream chips, and the slivered almonds. Oh, that's heavy. This is the wet ingredients. It's got the blueberry preserves in it, as well as all of the protein, milk, and the sugar, the coconut oil. These are all my dry ingredients. These look beautiful right now. So what I'll do, I've already mixed together the add-ins. I will mix together all of my dry ingredients. Then I will mix together all my wet ingredients, and then I will take the dry ingredients and start adding that. So I'll pick back up with you guys when I'm starting to add the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients to make a dough. So I'll be right back. Now this is going to take a while. So we're going from the dry ingredients, put about 5 spoons at a time. And we'll work these in here, keep going back and forth till I get a dough, and then we'll put the add-ins. I'll pick up with you back when it's time for that. Okay. So, show you a texture. It's a little bit moister than like slice and bake cookie dough, but thicker than pancake mix. So all of our add-ins are going to go in now. Woo. I gotta take a breather here for a minute. I'll mix all this in, and we'll make it into our loaves. We'll put it on our parchment paper, and I've got my plain flour set over here so it doesn't stick to the counter when I'm shaping the loaves. Then we'll top it after it's on the baking sheets. We'll top it with the streusel topping. My oven's preheated 330 degrees, and so each pan, they'll bake 45 minutes. They'll cool. We'll slice them, lay them back down on their side, and then they'll bake another 45 minutes. Then they're cool, and we'll drizzle the top. So, in case I crap, I'd have to call in reinforcements coming in and help me stir all this and stop the video. But whew, I'm okay so far. This is all work. Okay, Miss Muffin checking in. We'll just show you the dough. Might be easier to move the camera than to lift the bowl. Get this dumped out onto a floured surface, and we're going to shape it into my loaves and put it on the parchment paper. So we'll pick back up. Okay, I've got 4 mounds here, and we're going to shape them into a loaf. Whew. I'll take some Tylenol. I'll be right back. I declare, if you're lucky enough to get some of Miss Martha's biscotti, you need to realize what love and work goes into them. I know they're delicious, and I know you're like, oh, Mama, we love them, we love them, we love them. Yeah. I love you too, or I wouldn't make them for you. So let me get a little bit of flour on my hands, get these shaped into loaves, get them on the pans, and then we'll pick back up when I'm putting the streusel topping on. Lemon streusel blueberry muffin biscotti. Okay, here's the first pan. See if I can lift it. They're my loaves. Put our streusel topping on our lemon streusel blueberry muffin biscotti. I'm finished putting the streusel on them, and then I will get this into a 330 degree oven. They'll bake 45 minutes. While that's baking, I'll make the next 2 mounds into their 4 loaves. Get ready to go in. Okay, we've got our second tray filled with the biscotti loaves. We've just got to do our little streusel topping on those. And we'll set these aside while the others are baking. And we'll start on our lemon drizzle for the topping. Okay, let's get this going. Powdered sugar, margarine, lemon extract. I've got one already open, so we'll use that one up first. With my hands feeling, I'm going to have to get out the electric mixer. We'll come back and see. It's okay. I don't think I have to get the mixer out because that's just more stuff to have to wash. I just have to keep stirring it better. I should have done what Grandma used to always do with that, sift the powdered sugar and you wouldn't have the little lumps. I'll beat it out of it though. Okay, it's just beat. Let's take them out. Oh, I need my glasses so I can see. Timer. What? Get back, Lumbies, it's heavy. Ooh, get heavy. Get heavy for Mama. Oh. One's out. Can you see? Woo. Let's get down the pan. Put these in. Oh. Yeah, baby, don't trip up, Mommy. Pop holder. I hear you, I hear you. Let's reset the timer. Most of the hard work's done for the day on the biscottis. These have to cool thoroughly before you try to slice them, so they'll keep their shape. Move my wire over here. Put these back to cool. All right. Pick back up when they have cooled. The other batch is in baking. I did add an extra 10 minutes on the baking time because there's so many add-ins in here, and with that is, even though it's a dried fruit, it is still the fresh fruit in there, the blueberries. They had a little moisture to them, so they weren't dried out like just a nut or a chip. So I had to give them a little bit longer on the bake time. We're slicing the biscotti. You're gonna have to go back in for their second bake to dry them out so they'll have the crunchy texture. Okay, so the second batch is still in the oven for their first bake. This is the first bake that has come out and has been sliced. They'll go back in for their second bake when that one comes out. We'll slice that one, and that will go back in for a second bake. And the ones that didn't fit on the tray, I'll have to do a second bake on those as well. So I'm going to be in the kitchen another 45. I will be in here a little bit longer, and my battery's going down on my phone. But once everything has baked twice and cooled, then we'll do the little lemon drizzle on top of the lemon, streusel, blueberry, muffin, biscotti. Full recipe will be on Miss Martha Loves to Cook digital cookbook page over at YouTube. Thank you for liking and subscribing and for watching. And those of you that live close by and that we do business with, because I always share with our contractor friends. Come get some. Happy Father's Day. It's Bob's favorite blueberry muffins, but these are, like I said, these are packed full, more like a protein bar, but they taste like an old-fashioned blueberry muffin. Thanks for watching.